lucrative when it comes to, Hunger Games and when it comes to the franchises. But, to your credit, you've done a lot of independent films, and, you've made a name for yourself as prior to the Hunger Games and as an independent actor. The roles you took were pretty risky, intense roles.
Thank you. Yeah, I still think of myself as an indie actress. The only actual studio movies I've done are X-Men and Hunger Games. I just feel like there's a feeling when you do indies when you're on your 20th hour of free overtime and everyone else is too, and everybody's in the freezing cold. And the only reason that you're there is because of this passion for this tiny little thing that you love and you believe in, but you don't even know if anybody in the world is ever going to see it or care as much as you do. And you know that 100 people have the same feeling about this tiny little thing. And it's just, it's a feeling you can't get that on the studios. You can get different feelings, better food, bigger trailers.
You've worked, those two scenes like Crazy and The Beaver. You work with Anton Yelchin, and you've also had the opportunity to work with Bradley Cooper, and you have another film, Serena, coming next year with Bradley Cooper. How has it been to work with two actors back to back, revisit the relationships?
Wonderful. It kept happening the same way. We would do a movie and be like, this is awesome. We should totally do another movie together. And then another movie comes along and we're like, oh. And sorry, I just cracked my knuckles. Sorry. Yeah, Bradley and I were on the set of Silver Linings, and I was attached to a movie called Serena. And we were both saying, like, yeah, this is really fun. We should do this again. We were looking for a male lead on Serena, and I was like, well, I'm going to read this, and then a few months later, he was cast. And now it feels weird to do a movie without him.
You can have eventually a box set, Hepburn and Tracy, and you can have Lawrence and Cooper. Jodie Foster, she, a young actress, grew up in front of the cameras, and then you were cast working with her. How was it, working with Jodie Foster, and what did you learn from her as an actress, director?
She actually gave me so much hope, because there are so many people that are famous and they're really nice, but they're not normal. They're just, and she was, I met her and it was like she just had no idea that she was famous, and this is someone who's been working since they were 2. And it just gave me so much hope that I was like, okay, I can do this, and I can be a normal person. And that was probably the biggest gift that she could have given me. But she's also very brilliant, very free, and obviously gives wonderful acting advice. And she's, what I like about working with an actress is she's not afraid of actors. I think people tiptoe around actors a lot, like, emotional landmines, which probably is right, but I always find that annoying, because I grew up with sports where it's like, you're not, like, just tell me what I'm doing wrong. It's just so much easier than going into this long thing. And so she was very blunt about things like that. She would just be like, talk louder, like, do this, and I like that a lot.
Do you like where you are right now? I mean, are you overwhelmed by being, Jennifer Lawrence, this big famous star, or?
I find the more I stay in my house, the less I'm overwhelmed by it. So I've just been spending a lot of time in my house. I mean, it's overwhelming, but it's an honor. I mean, this is what I want to do. So it makes me so happy. It's like getting a promotion at your job. But when you get that promotion, you can't leave your house. So,
there's a side of you that wants to keep your privacy, of course, and enjoy it. But there's got to be a side of you also as well. It's the fact that you're celebrated.
Yeah, of course. I mean, my dreams have come true, and it's always funny because I always find that I can enjoy myself for the few hours that it takes to do a red carpet and be like, oh my god, my name is on the marquee out front. I took a picture of that. That's incredible. I hope nobody sees that picture, but I mean, that's an incredible thing, and that's a dream. And then it lasts for 3 hours, and then in 3 hours I'm always ready to go, and I go home, and then it's over. So, then I go back to.
Well, let's look at a couple of clips from Winter's Bone. Winter's Bone, for those who don't know, Miss Lawrence here has 2 Academy Awards. Best Actress, you know, Silver Linings Playbooks, of course, but she garnered her first Best Actress nomination for Winter's Bone. Let's take a look.